can begin with breaking news from France. We've just had the judgment on Marine Le Pen in her appeal, and the Paris Court of Appeal has upheld the conviction of the far-right leader for misusing public funds. Let's go straight to the French capital and speak to our Paris correspondent, Hugh Schofield. Hugh, tell us some more about the judgment.
Well, the conviction was no surprise. She has been found guilty. The judge read out the reasons why she thought this was a particularly serious offence and why, therefore, she and the other co-defendants should be found guilty. She was then found guilty, but the key thing is not the conviction, it's the sentence. And then the sentence was read out about Marine Le Pen, and as I understand it now, and we're really talking hot off the press 5 minutes ago, technically she can run, but will she for the presidency next year? I'll explain that. Technically she can run because, as I understand it, the bar on ineligibility, which was imposed by the earlier court for this crime of embezzling European funds, was originally 5 years, which meant she couldn't run next year. That's been reduced to 45 months, 30 of which are suspended, so 15 months. The 15 months have already passed since that judgment, so technically she is free to run for the presidency now. But, and here's the big complication, and I don't know how it's going to play out in the next few hours, but the judge has also said she must serve a time in prison. It won't be in prison, it'll be home prison with an electronic tag. That sentence is 1 year. And that technically kicks in now, would run through the campaign, and Marine Le Pen herself has said that she will not run in the circumstances where she is prevented from conducting a normal campaign, walking about, going to meetings, etc., because she has an electronic tag and has to report home every day. So technically she can run, but she can't run because she set herself this condition that she can only run if she's completely free in her actions. So I think what we're going to have to do now is wait for Marine Le Pen, Jordan Bardella to have some kind of crisis meeting and see what they say. My deep gut feeling is that she will say, I can't do it if this is the condition. I can't campaign with an electronic tag. It's a hindrance, it's a humiliation, and I can't do it. Therefore, it will be Jordan Bardella, her young protege, who takes over. But I don't know that, and it may be that this surprise judgment, which is a lesser, it's more lenient than the original judgment, is causing some calls to rethink plans in Party HQ. I don't know. As things stand, though, she can run, but her own conditions for running have not been met, so she won't run. But will that change in the next few hours?
We shall see. Hugh, for the moment, thank you very much. Hugh Schofield in Paris. Well, our reporter Pierre-Antoine Denis is here. That's the conundrum, isn't it? She'd said before, if I have to wear a tag, I won't run.
Exactly. She repeated it. How do I go to a market and speak to French people with a tag on my ankle? How do I do my own rallies and basically, do my campaign? So it is a very, very interesting ruling because essentially what it does is leave it to her own judgment and leave it to Party HQ to decide, especially when we've seen months when that ruling happened, the first one, and we've seen Marine Le Pen being guilty. Every politician pretty much in France started to say we need to beat Marine Le Pen in the ballots, not in court, which almost led to threats from towards the judges. So this ruling from the Court of Appeal gives us that feeling that they're now leaving it to Marine Le Pen's own judgment, own compass to say, do I run as someone who is guilty of embezzlement? Because whatever the court has decided today, the main word here is that she is still found guilty of misusing public funds. Will that cost her in terms of debates, in terms of being attacked by other candidates? Will that be enough for her to say, look, this is my chance still because Emmanuel Macron is not in the ballot? It's going to be very interesting. She's due to speak on the French broadcaster TF1 in the main flagship program at 8 p.m. local time tonight, where she essentially will announce her decision. We've seen Jordan Bardella, her lieutenant, as Hugh mentioned, her protege, this 30-year-old man who is seen as the Prime Minister of Marine Le Pen, if she was able to run, or the potential president, or at least candidate, to run in her place. So we're going to see what the decision is. He's been following this result from Party HQ. He didn't make a statement when he arrived at Party HQ this morning, but obviously this is today the moment that the presidential campaign begins for sure, because we're going to see who is going to be on the ballot for the Rassemblement National.
She's got a few hours to think it through. Pierre-Antoine Denis, for the moment, thank you very much.